Namaste, beautiful friends. This is Elle with Sacred Mutual Wellness. I hope you are well today. Today is May the 20th. The sun is entering Gemini. So I waited to do the weekly forecast until today as the sun moves into Gemini. Later this week, we are going to have the full moon in Sagittarius, and we'll talk about that from the Moonology deck, and also Venus is going to go into Gemini. So big changes this week in the way we're thinking, maybe the way we're planning, but also it's just kind of this energy of love and beauty, divine masculine, divine feminine energies, and it's like coalescing. So the decks I'm going to use for this weekly forecast, I'm going to use the Divine Abundance Oracle, and this is by Tosha Silver. And then I'm going to use the Star Tarot. This is by Kathy McClellan. And then I'm going to use the Lover's Oracle. And I don't know who this deck is by. Oh, no, hold on. Tony Carmine Salerno. So I'm going to get us some love messages for what might be happening with you this week in your relationships, romantic or other. Okay, so I'm going to put 5 cards down. The first card is going to be what's influencing the energy from the past. So if something is influencing from the past cycle or your childhood or a past relationship, then we're going to be able to use that information to kind of give closure to it, and then that way it doesn't have a negative influence. If it's influencing positively, we're going to leave it there. All right, then we're going to talk about our current situation. What's going on currently in the energies for you, for your situation, whatever that might be. It's going to vary for each person. I'm going to give as many situations or as much detail as possible so you can, it can either resonate with you or you can pull information from that so that you can utilize it. Then we're going to talk about relationships and love, money, work, what's going on in your tangible world. And then the last card will be what's coming next. So we're going to get started, but before we do, I have a couple of things I wanted to say. The full moon in Sagittarius on the 23rd, that is Thursday. Check where you are in the world. It may be a different date for you, but this is seeing the bigger picture. And I think with the moon in Sagittarius, that's the day that Venus goes into Gemini and the sun will be planted in Gemini. I really feel like we're going to not only see the bigger picture, but we're going to see it from different perspectives. The Gemini is like duality, and it can be about relationships. It can be about twin flame relationships. So speaking of that, this card was in the box, the Star Tarot, and it refused to come out. Refused. I literally had to pry it out of the box. So this is the King of Cups, and that could be indicative of somebody not really wanting to talk, refusing to communicate their emotions. But the emotions are there, and it might be with this Gemini season, we're finally going to have some communication. All right, so we're going to leave those cards there. Let me get settled, pull a couple of oracle cards to give us the overall energies, and then I'll get into the tarot, into our framework, and the intentions of this reading. So let's get started. All right. Okay, they just popped right out. We got 2, worth, and invite help. First of all, know your worth. We've been on that journey, particularly divine feminines have been on that journey for quite a while. Knowing our worth, standing up for our worth, not taking less than what we're worth, especially in relationships, but also in jobs. If you're volunteering, if you feel like you need a raise, this might be the time to communicate that. But inviting help, always ask your guides for assistance. What is in your highest and greatest good? Start out in your morning, have a little morning prayer or meditation where you invite your guides, your angels, your ancestors in to help you and give them permission. So keep that in mind. I'm going to put those off to the, we'll put them here. And then let's go ahead and switch the camera for you. There we go. Okay, so let's pull some tarot. First card coming out is going to be what is influencing the current situation, your current energy. What do we either need to release or expand on? Five of Wands. Okay, well, that's definitely a card that we're probably going to release. That is a card of internal or external conflict. It can also mean that your actions are not in alignment with your thoughts, which is discoherence or discord. It can also mean that there's just, way too many people involved in a situation. So that is something that's influencing your current situation. It may be something that you need to kind of settle down. In this card, there's a volcano erupting right behind this person. And it feels like there's some external issues that are creating a lot of anger or anxiety within you. And so you need to kind of just let that, put it on the back burner. Literally, turn it on low, put it on the back burner. Focus on the here and now in the present. But this is something that's been simmering for quite a while. It's about to boil over if you don't turn down the heat. So take the energy away. Turn it off. But, just keep in mind, if you've got a lot of people around you that are in conflict, or you feel in conflict, or you just feel like you're not vibing with their energy, or you're wrestling with something and you can't seem to come to a decision, you're feeling this dissension within yourself. That's something that's influencing this current energy, and it may need to be resolved and released. What's going on currently? Two of Pentacles. Well, hello. That's that indecision. It is something that you're struggling to make a decision about. Love and relationships. Oh, 10 of Pentacles. Okay, let me pull the last two cards. Oh, let me pull the last card, and then we'll do what's coming next. No idea what that was. The Princess of Cups. This is the Page of Cups. Okay. Now, overall, for this week, you have there's a dynamic, and it could be with the Gemini influence. You may be in this kind of a dichotomy of thinking. You may be in your tangible world wanting to experience things this way, but in your thoughts, in your, your planning stage, you feel like they're just not in alignment. There's something out of alignment here. In your love and relationships, we have some stability. There's 10 of Pentacles. This could be something that you have invested a lot of time in. It could be a long-term marriage, long-term relationship. Could have been on the job, but this feels like definitely a long-term relationship. There may be some stability there. We're going to clarify, but right now things feel stable. We have this King of Cups here that refused to come out of the box. So there's somebody that maybe you're involved with here that's just really stubborn about not sharing their feelings, not being open and transparent. Their feelings are there, but they're not oversharing. It could be a little breadcrumbing going on, but hopefully as we move into more into Gemini season, and Venus goes into Gemini with this full moon in Sagittarius, I feel like that's going to open up. And then we have this Princess of Cups. That's about money or your relationship. Might be starting something new that's emotionally fulfilling. It could be part of this cycle is that you're focusing more on the things that feel in alignment with you. This 10 of Pentacles goes to this Worth card. You definitely feel like you need to stand up for your worth. There may be some variances in how you see yourself and how other people see yourself. But this Two of Pentacles, that is struggling and juggling with something. It could be in your tangible world with the Pentacles. It could be about work. Definitely could be about relationships, but let's see when we clarify. So the Five of Wands. Okay, that's the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands to me is right action, and when you take right action, it is from a position of pure intention. It is not ego-based, not fear-based, not anger-based, not manipulative. It is right action based upon pure intention. And you're going to select this right action. So this could be something you're struggling with internally. How do I handle the situation? What do I do? Because it's been a long time. This is something that's been lingering in the past, and that is influencing your current situation and your energy. So now it's time to choose. Choose one. Choose the path that feels that it is in most alignment with good intention, pure intention. You never go wrong when you make a decision from pure intention. The intention is what the energy, the communication in the quantum. That's how you manifest, from that pure intention. But when you are working from absolute pure intention, from your heart space, from your alignment with your heart and brain coherence, your thoughts are aligned with your heart space, and that has a resonance. And when you feel that answer, that is the answer to choose. That is the path to take. That is the choice to make. And when you make that choice, things will shift. That's how you're going to release this. Two of Pentacles, please. Currently, I'm going to pull both of these cards. I've got the Four of Swords. I'll pull these down. Four of Swords is maybe take a time out, step back, look at the bigger picture, see the bigger picture. Maybe the reason that you're kind of struggling and juggling with something is you don't have enough information. I also had this card coming out, Nine of Pentacles. So we have the Nine of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles. So whatever you decide here is influencing your relationships. So part of this could be that you're struggling and juggling with the decision of where do you want to end this relationship? Do you want to maybe take a break from a relationship? Or maybe you need to, you're going to need some time once you make this decision to kind of step away and, allow your energies to settle. All right, what about this love and relationship? What do we need to know here? Oh my, Tower. Yep, this looks like something's going to have some dynamics. We have a volcano erupting here and we have a volcano erupting here. So this sounds like to me that this is somebody that is kind of struggling and juggling with a relationship that they may potentially want to end. Now, again, we're in Gemini season. There's a twin flame influence with the twins of Gemini. It could be that these are just scenarios taken as it resonates, that in a current relationship you don't see your worth and you decided to move on from a long-term commitment, or you have decided that the twin flame situation just needs to be put on the back burner right now. There's something explosive with this Tower energy. It is a paradigm shift. You are going to see things differently. There's some overcoming some sort of challenge. There could be some sort of a test to a relationship. So when I see this card here and this card here both having volcanoes, the Five of Wands and the Tower card, to me that means that there's some sort of explosive situation. Could be some explosive communication, especially with the Tower being linked to Mars energy, Mars being ruled by Aries, Mars being very warlike, argumentative, and very quick, Aries being a fire sign, quick to inflame. So it feels like with this relationship, it's all kind of tying together now. So for whoever this reading is for, somebody's trying to make a decision. They're internally conflicted about it, or there may be some external conflict, but they're contemplating ending a long-term commitment, and it's about to explode. Somebody's going to finally make some sort of action, take an action that's going to make this move. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the Chariot card. All right, so what about the money, or what's going on in the 3D? Well, we have the Ace of Cups, or the Page of Cups here, and then we have the Three of Cups, which to me is union energies. Now we're going back to that Sun, masculine energy, Venus, feminine energy, both entering the sign of Gemini. Venus doing it during that full moon, which is more feminine energy. Very intuitive. You may be picking up on a lot of intuitive hits, maybe some intuitive guidance. Maybe that's why you needed to ask for help. Ask your guides, you know, help me decide what I need to do here, because somebody's not talking, and there needs to be some sort of expression of what's going on in the heart space. I feel like it needs to be from both people involved in this situation. The only court card that we have here is a page, and it's the Princess. So this could be a feminine that is just like, I need to start something new. My heart is growing weary. My guides are saying weary. My heart is growing weary in this situation. This may be with this three is a catalyst energy for me. It may be that there's a twin flame that's coming into the picture, and energetically you can feel it. But this whole situation is affecting your current energy, and I'm really getting a very heavy emotional toll, and that's turning into like a physical toll. Like you're starting to experience physical symptoms like not sleeping at night, upset stomach, you know, stress and anxiety, feeling very unsettled. I feel like it's kind of like now is the time. One more card on that, please. Oh, the Six of Cups. Could be a deeply connected soulmate that you've met, and you just notice the difference of energies. This feels old and stagnant, but you've invested a lot in it. It's a relationship that has served you well up until now, but now it's kind of like the communication has been cut off. All right, so what's coming in this week in the energies for you? Oh, Judgment. And the Three of Wands. Okay, we got quite a few threes here. We got 1 3 here, 1 3 here. So 2 3s, sorry. We got 2 and 2. We got 1 and 1. So what's coming in is, Judgment to me is kind of karmic closure. That's kind of the closure of, that has to close out. The karma has to be settled and balanced before you can get the World card, where, you know, it just kind of closes the box. So I feel like that whatever decision you make here, there's a choice. And you're like asking for some sort of spiritual guidance. See how they're just kind of turning it over and surrendering. And then we got this Three of Wands here, which is, Two of Wands is like setting the intention or making a plan. Three of Wands is kind of implementing the plan, but it's at the first stages. So things are not necessarily, they teeter a little bit. And so it might be that you're teetering a little bit on this decision. You're not quite sure. So you're going to, you know, meditate on it and wait for the help, advice from your guides. Let's get some more information. Seven of Swords. Yeah. There's the World card. Okay, so if you look at the Seven of Swords card in this deck, You've got swords here that are underwater. They've just kind of been repressed. It's almost like a repressed energy. And then you have this one sword that's not quite in the water, but it's like, that's Three of Swords. It's been some sort of a hurt. It's still a little fresh. It's either been dealt with, or it's not been totally dealt with, or you're more just kind of stamping it down and repressing it. Then we've got these Two of Swords here, bright white Two of Swords. That is all about not being able to make a decision. And so we have the 21 card, which is a 3, another 3, the World card. So this Judgment card, this karmic cycle has to close in order for something new to come in. And it feels like this is just not in alignment anymore. There's some discord, there's lack of communication, lack of expression. And it feels as though maybe there's been a soul connection that you know, run into somebody and you just feel it. It's like a wham. It's like hits your soul like a, you know, a concrete block. And you just notice that you've shifted and there's no going back. Let's get messages from the Lover's Oracle. This is a love message. It could be from your higher self. It could be from this particular soul mate. Oh, look, this card's coming out. Twin flame, your passion ignites. There's that Ace of Wands. Did have some twin flame energy here with this Gemini, but definitely you may have met your twin flame and you just feel it vibrationally. You feel it energetically. And it's almost like the karmic needs to close. The karmic cycle needs to close in order for this new energy to come in. These are not lining up very nicely, but hold on. This is the discord that I'm feeling in the energy. The cards are responding. There we go. Manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. So there is something about, I feel like you've maybe just encountered your twin flame or your twin flame is back. Now this could be for somebody who's in a long-term relationship that has been in a committed relationship and has kind of pushed the twin flame connection aside. Or they just met their twin flame and now, and their twin flame is coming back. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. I kind of got that jumbled up. This could be for somebody who's been in a long-term commitment, that this could have a karmic soulmate. It's been positive, it's been supportive, but it's past its expiration date. So there needs to be a closure. That's why you're feeling it energetically. Could be that you've met your twin flame or you energetically sense the twin flame is coming in and you just know that you've shifted and you just can't go back. And so you follow your heart, and that's when these miracles are going to manifest. But there has to be a closure. You don't want a third party. That's why all these threes are here. Feels like you're going to either meet your twin flame or you're going to re-encounter your twin flame with the union energy. If the twin flame's coming back, the shift this time means you can't go back to being in this committed relationship. It just is, it's beyond its expiration date. Let's do bottom of the deck. We'll start with the Divine Abundance Karma. I don't see this card often, usually, but it is definitely, remember when I said do things with pure intentions. Make sure it is in alignment with pure intentions, because what you want is, you know, the karma associated with pure intentions. If you get into that Seven of Swords, that malicious intent, if you do this maliciously and get into a third-party situation, then there's going to be karma generated there. There is nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in the current life. Well, there's nothing from the past that can't be addressed. That's why you're struggling, is because you're trying to address something that is a karmic relationship that is beyond its expiration date. And I think it's when this twin flame comes back with this communication, that's probably this King of Cups here coming back. Could be a water sign that you're dealing with, doesn't have to be. But there could be an explosive conversation with somebody significant in your life. And then, you know, you just know it's done. All right. From the bottom of the Star Tarot, Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles to me is restoring balance, harmony. It's an equilibrium. It's a flow of energy. But it's also being willing to share and, you know, reap what you sow, basically. Bottom of the deck here, look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. All right, my friends, that is the reading for the week. I will be pulling more as Gemini enters, the Sun enters Gemini and Venus enters Gemini. That Thursday with that full moon in Sagittarius, that's going to be the pivotal point here, because that's when you're going to see the big picture. And that's when all of this is going to come together. So you may want to just save this and then come back to it Thursday morning or Wednesday evening and listen to this again and see what shifted from today until Thursday. All right, that is the reading for the week. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like this video. Share this with somebody who you may say, hey, I know somebody going through this right now. And then leave me a comment and subscribe to my channel. That helps my channel grow to get these messages out. If you need a personal reading, you know I am here for you. So please reach out at the email. It is sacreduniontarot@yahoo.com. I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Until then, namaste, beautiful friends.